Hello everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. Listen, the makeup industry and world is absolutely out of control. There's a bit of fluff on me. Out of control, crazy. It's got too much, too fast, too quickly, and Today, I want to talk about a few things that make the makeup world just seem unbearable and out of control and too much at the moment. Just before we continue into today's video, I want to say a huge thank you to today's sponsor, and that is Discord. The actual Discord itself. Listen, so many of you, and I genuinely mean so many of you can see it throughout my comments, throughout my YouTube comments, on Instagram, whatever, have asked me to get on Discord. And at first I was like, yeah, fine. Because I don't think I quite understood how incredible it was to use Discord as an influencer to connect and communicate with all of you. So if you are unfamiliar with Discord, Discord is a text, voice, video communication service app used by 150 million people to kind of just hang out and talk with friends, talk with communities, talk with fellow I don't know what I'm gonna say. Fellow other people. Discord makes it super easy for you to kind of hang around online with like-minded people, whether you're into makeup, skincare. Why do I keep listing things? Other things, whatever you're into, you can find people into similar stuff on Discord, and you can talk to them, voice chat with them, text chat with them, just hang out. So as I mentioned before, I wanted to make my own Discord because everyone asked me to, and I was like, you know what, give the people what they want. And Discord reached out to me. I was like, you know, we can help you do this. I was like, okay, let's do this. And it has been so incredible, I have to say. So I'm using my Discord server to talk about makeup. Well, obviously, of course, in there we have a pets area. There's a Disney area for us Disney fans to talk about Disney stuff. We also have an area for you to share your makeup looks with each other, and an area to ask for makeup advice. And I'm very active in there, not the last 2 weeks because I've been on holiday. And there's even an area for our ghost stories. There is something in there for everything, and we can make more if you want. So by joining my Discord server, we have more of a direct communication together, me to you, you to me, to talk about makeup and all these other things. So if there is a makeup question that you ask me and I miss it online, because I often miss a lot of comments, it's probably the best place to do it. There's a whole section dedicated to it. So that's one of my absolute favorite things about Discord, is making separate channels. So although my content is all about makeup and things like that and beauty, we can make a separate channel for anything we want to talk about, because we absolutely have more interests in just makeup, you know? And that's what I love, is finding out more about our community and what we're into that isn't just all about makeup. So if you haven't already, please go ahead and join my Discord server. Let's chat, let's hang out. I'll leave a link on the screen here, and I'll also leave a link down below in the description box for you. Thank you so much again to Discord for helping me with this and sponsoring this video and actually helping give my community something that they wanted. So thank you so much again. Check it out down below. So let's just start straight up with it, and let's talk about releases. Too many releases. There's a few different aspects to this, right? There's the brands that do new releases all the time, ridiculous amounts of insane releases. Colourpop, Revolution, Makeup Revolution, and all their sub-genres of brands. And then we have new brands popping up, brands that already exist that are trying to make makeup brands. There's a lot of releases in this world. And don't get me wrong, I'm not mad at good releases. I love a good release. I love a good collection. I love things like that. But the trouble with these releases is that they are all too similar, or they just don't make sense, or they are completely unneeded. I'm not a fan of the term, who asked for this, when we didn't ask for anything. That's who. No one asked for anything, but it happens. Somebody out there is wanting something. But you know, there are things out there that people do actually want and do actually ask for, which we don't really see getting releases. All the releases people want, people come out with an underwhelming version of that. There are so many things happening, and so many brands releasing new products, new textures, or just a copy of what other brands have done, that we need something maybe a little bit more inventive, a little bit something else. I'm going to move on for this topic because I've mentioned it recently, and I feel, or I'm going to mention it. I don't know where I released this video. Let's talk about pricing, right? And the way makeup is released and how it's released recently. Way back in the day, when let's say MAC, because I used to work for them when they had all these incredible collaborations with like Barbie and Hello Kitty and all these incredible like license releases, right? Packaging, people would collect them. People would hardcore wait outside, queue for hours, and collect these collections because every single aspect of that one product was amazing. The packaging was good. The inside packaging, the outer box, the actual product was a great product. Now, when we look at collections nowadays, let's take, for example, this one, which I just got, the Colourpop High School Musical thing. This is the packaging. And this is the palette. This is an exciting palette. This isn't. This is card, which is fine because we can recycle, but it's just underwhelming. It's underwhelming. Maybe that's personal opinion. Whereas we look at some past collections where the palette had a mirror inside and it was a keepsake. It was something you would have hang around more, which we don't get anymore because brands, leads me back to this, are constantly releasing everything. So it's almost like they need something that's affordable to make and just to put out there. So when a brand does come along that have like really nice packaging, it's thought out, it looks a little bit different. There's a collection like the Besame collections, when they do a Disney collection, it's really well thought out. The packaging's card, but inside it looks like a book, or the outside looks like a book. There's information inside. There's well, it's a book, that's why it's card. You know, it's cushioned with something. Not everything has to be some major like luxury keepsake collection, but if we did less releases, we could have these moments of, wow, what an incredible release. For example, Revolution, for example, when they release something, for example, it all looks the same and the packaging is all the same shape, same, what's it called? What are they called? What are these called? Like, oh, here's the... not item, unit. Here's the unit. It's all the same. It's just not exciting anymore. And here's my deal. Sorry. Brands are charging a lot for makeup that is basically just card with makeup in. That's actually the same price as people were charging for more luxury palettes that you could keep and hang around and display. The pricing for makeup has got out of control because people know you will pay it. I will pay it. It's become such a collector's thing and such a popular trend, makeup, that the pricing has gone absolutely out of control. Imagine paying how much we do for a concealer now. 7 years ago, 8 years ago, 10 years ago. Imagine seeing a concealer that's that much money and being like, oh yeah, that's decent. Wouldn't happen. It would not happen. So the makeup industry has gone to this point where you're paying a lot more for a lot less than what you would get before. Less effort, less product, less meaning. It just, I think it's gone out of control with pricing. Okay, this is going to sound really rude, and I know indie brands are just trying to make, you know, have a start for themselves, but I'm tired of everyone just launching a brand and getting stuff from AliExpress. Now here's why. Because all the palettes look the same, it's all the same formula, and it's just the lies. So I knew someone, I didn't know them personally, but I knew of them, and they had their own brand. It doesn't exist anymore. And I watched them talk about the launch of their own brand. Now bear in mind, they were having everything shipped from AliExpress and done there, the palette itself, the colors, but they were saying things like, oh, I've tried this in the lab so many times. You haven't been to a lab. You ordered some samples from AliExpress, they came, you upcharged it by like 500% and said it was something that you've been working on for years. You haven't, hun. We don't all need that backstory of like, oh, you've been working on it for years. The point of it is, to me, is there's nothing new or different about the formulas of the products. There's loads of brands with the same formula, the same products. You can literally copy and paste into Google and it all comes up, the ingredient list, and it all comes up the same. Not all of them. That's not to say don't buy indie brands, because I love indie brands. But a lot of them are just drop shipped from AliExpress. The packaging you can find, the components, that's the word. on AliExpress. It's just a bit of a weird thing where you see it on like, oh, we're launching this new brand, and then you recognize the packaging. It's like 20 other brands have this, and you're charging me how much, or it's going to be how much? Like, I know you need to make a profit, but you're not exactly giving out something that's worth that much money. Like, be honest, build up your brand then, build up the brand. It's a difficult one because I don't want makeup from AliExpress. I don't want to wear makeup from AliExpress, but for some people it's an easier route to go. If you're going to start a makeup brand, where do you start? For some people who don't have millions to start up their own brand, it's an easy way to start up a company with next to no money. But at the same time, I'm so tired of seeing the same thing over and over. Not everyone is open-minded, and a lot of people don't, when they know it's from AliExpress or Alibaba, they're just gonna be like, okay, I don't want to try that brand anymore. That brand buys from there, and it's basically something I can buy myself for a fraction of the price. I can find that color, I can find all those colors and put them into a magnetic palette and be done. In fact, you can make the whole palette and be done for a lot lesser price. Seasonal releases, let's talk about it. Seasonal releases get a little bit out of control. Christmas is, so I'm recording this on September the 19th, and I have received Christmas, oh no, that would have been last month. It would have been last month. I have received Christmas emails, products, advent calendars, which I'm really grateful, by the way. But for me, Halloween comes first. Where is Halloween in your seasonal releases? Where's Halloween? We get Easter releases. We get like Lunar New Year, Chinese New Year, and everyone jumps on every single season, super early or super saturated. Like, yes, it's great to do some seasonal releases, but it's great when this, again, it leads back to all the different releases. It's great to get a seasonal release when you haven't just released 3 new collections last week. When everything comes in too early, it's too much. It's too much to deal with. There's still limited collections being released, and at the same time, I better get this Christmas release because it's gonna go soon. Like, your advent calendar is gonna sell out in September. If I had a brand, I would do new releases in seasons. Or I would skip a season if I was doing like a summer release. You know what I mean? I feel like it's a rush. I feel like owning a brand at the moment must feel like a constant race. Like you're going. What's next? Who's doing this? Who's doing that? What can I do before them? Oh no, someone released this. Let's get another one out. It's just, let's talk about trends, right? Every week, every day, there's a new something, there's a new this, there's a new way to do this, there's a new way to do this. It's constantly like, and this is TikTok, this is the fast information, taking in information quickly, whereas like you've seen everything for a week, over it, what's next, over it. But also, trends come around, right? Ever so often. That cycle of trends coming around has minimized to coming around every single week. We're seeing trends that we saw a few months ago come back as new, whereas before it would be last season, a few years ago, the last decade. They're coming back weekly. Somebody messaged me something like, oh, does this work? And loads of people have sent me the same thing. It's like, we spoke about this at the beginning of this year. Do we not remember? Is it happening again? Contour like this. The next week, contour like this. To contour your nose like this. Backwards contouring is like the need to go viral is insane. It is staggering. And you know what? Going viral like it used to back in the day does not make you as successful as it did back then. If you went viral, when did TikTok really blow up? Over lockdown? I don't know. I wasn't on it before that. Back then, instantly millions of followers, loads of this, you're suddenly an internet celebrity, everything's good. Now, if you go viral, that one TikTok goes viral, and you know, that's it. So the need to constantly have something going viral, doing something stupid, doing something whatever, is too much. It is way too much. Everyone needs to calm down. Stop looking for the next way to do something. Give us some information. Give us some product reviews. Give us some in-depth something. Just some looks. Just some nice makeup. Let's do makeup. Some nice makeup, you know? Let's not try and do the next best thing every fucking time. I'm gonna stop recording. I'm gonna stop recording right here because I get heated. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me know how you think the makeup world is getting out of control down below. Comment wise, let's have a discussion. Thank you so much for joining me. Please do consider subscribing, giving this video a thumbs up, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye.